Hey Sunshine, my name is Shay. Today's reading is going to be on what compliments people are giving you behind your back. And I may give you a few extra because I'm generous like that. I wanted to do something fun, light, and airy, maybe give you a little bit of a confidence boost and let you know that life is really good, and so are you. This reading intends to just uplift your spirits, let you know that you are loved and you are seen for the beautiful person that you are. Keep in mind that this is a general pick a card reading, so some things might apply to you and some things may not, but only take what resonates. Like I always say, if it don't apply, let it fly. Oh, and before we get started, I do want to tell you about our sponsor today, Keen. Keen is a website that connects you with psychics, astrologers, and tarot readers, all at the palm of your hand. They can give you guidance on pretty much anything you want to know, from your love life and how that's going, to your career and how that's going, pretty much anything you can think of. I recently used Keen to get confirmation on my career because yes, even as an intuitive tarot reader with a lot of gifts, I also sometimes need a little confirmation, and that is exactly what the psychic gave me. She was quick, she was efficient, but she was also kind and connected with me on a personal level, all in just 10 minutes. So if you're interested in a similar experience, all you have to do is create an account with Keen. I mean, it literally takes seconds, and from there you'll have access to hundreds, maybe even thousands of readers that can help you with whatever your concern is. You can look at all of their profiles and choose the best reader for you, and the best part is you can do a phone call or you can use a text chat. Even better, as a new customer, you can try Keen today for just $199. $199? Yes, $199. Just go to trykeen.com/Shay, or you can click the link in my description to connect with the Keen advisor right now. Again, that is trykeen.com/SHAY to get your first 10 minutes for just $199. Renew your well-being today. A Keen advisor is waiting for you. Bye. And before we get to picking the cards, be sure you pick with your heart and not your eyes, because your eyes can be deceiving, but your intuition never lies to you. So let's go ahead and get into it. Hey pal number one, welcome to your reading. Let's get into these compliments. Starting with your tarot cards, you did get like 3 extra, which I'm going to show you, but I'll probably only keep a few on the table for like spatial purposes. So let's go ahead and hop in. We got Strength, Leo energy, Queen of Wands, yeah, heavy fire signs, okay, 2 of Cups. Okay, and then some extras that we have. We have Hope. I think it's Hope. It's the Hope card, ain't it? Child, I don't be knowing. I see him every day. Star card. When I see the Star card, I think of Hope. My bad, y'all. And the Hanged Man. And then we also got the Emperor. So it's right off the bat, heavy fire sign energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Definitely Sagittarius, definitely Aries. Also could be Aquarius and with a little hint of Gemini. So that could be your sun, moon, or rising signs. Or it could just be the energy that you give off as we go through. You'll see what I'm talking about. So the first thing I heard, especially with the 2 of Cups, is that you are an excellent partner. And that doesn't just mean romantically. This can be friends. This can be like, I don't know, if you accompany somebody to the store, like you're an amazing company, you are an amazing partner, but definitely also a romantic partner. You may have a lot of friendships. Even if they seem to be surface level, it's almost as if you bring something special to the table. You may make people feel extra special. You may be very kind. You may be very sweet. I do get that you are very attractive. Not... of course physically, but I also think that this is like, it goes deeper. It's almost like your beauty from the inside like exudes out, and whether you feel this way or not, this is how other people see you. It's like, oh my God, this person kind of shines and glows, especially with this especially with the Queen of Wands. You see that little sparkle she got on her? It's almost like that. There's a joyousness to this pile, so you could either laugh or smile a lot, or maybe you just have a really beautiful smile. I just heard for somebody that you don't smile often, but when you do, it almost adds something extra to you, because it's like, oh, okay, this person's good looking, but then you smile and it's like, oh, they're gorgeous, like that sort of thing. You really do light up a room. And if you don't see yourself as super outgoing, because I think a lot of you may be, but if you don't see yourself as that, I wouldn't be surprised if it's almost like you may bring a calm to the room. It's almost like you shift the energy of any room you're in, but in a positive light, which everybody loves to be around that, right? Some of you could have had a lot of trials in your life thus far. I mean, we all go through hard stuff for sure, but I think that the compliments that other people give you is that you're very strong. So again, you're a good partner, you're good looking, you shift the energy of the room, they love being around you, and then they're like, man, the more I hear this person's story, oh man, they've been through this, they've been through that, and they're strong. Or maybe you're super determined. For some of you, you could be an entrepreneur, and if not, you're definitely a trailblazer, a trendsetter, a go-getter. So a lot of people say that about you, like, man, when you put something in this person's hand, you put this in group one's hands, it's done. It's going to be organized. It's going to be cool. It's like almost like you always come with new ideas and you structure them well. Maybe you're someone who has a schedule and like a routine to your life that maybe other people do not. So you may prioritize like working out, or you're really good with work. Whatever it is that you do that you can probably say that the people around you don't do, or they don't do as consistently. It's almost like you have a consistency about you, and they almost respect you, I guess is the best word. It's like we respect who she is, we respect his or her routine. Also, along with that smile, you also could be really funny, maybe even goofy. For some of you, like you just know what to say, or comic relief is on point. Like comedic timing, I guess is the best word. Like you probably have that fast quip, or just something silly to say that makes everybody feel like better or relaxed. I do get a goofiness though. Like I said, the smile, you goofy, you laugh, you jittery, you like that sort of thing. For some of you, you can have a lot of high energy as well. And even if it's not like you're super high energy, fire signs, especially if you are a fire sign or an air sign, you could have a big energy and like a fun energy, but I also think that you may bring that out of other people. And there are a lot of people who compliment like they say something along the lines of like that person's going places, or I can't wait to see what they do, or what they turn out, how they turn out. That comes up a lot, and I think it's because they appreciate the path that you're on. But for a lot of you, interestingly enough, you also could be someone who kind of goes with the flow. Some of you could be on more of a spiritual path where you follow the universe type of thing, or you just flow. Maybe you don't let things really bother you and get to you as much as other people. Like they get to you, but you don't live there. And I'm sorry if you hear my cat in the background. She's like that. You have a roll with the punches sort of thing. So like other people may struggle with that, rolling with the punches, and they get really upset, or they come to you to vent, and you may be a great ear, but you also may counsel them immediately, like, hey, you can push through this, or hey, here's a solution, I'll hop in and help you. You have a helpful, loving energy. I would also say that you might be my flashy pal. You may dress really flashy or have a coolness, even if it's not about like color and glitter. You may just have a way of dressing or the way of putting yourself together that's different, and again, it's attractive. People are very attracted to it. I just heard boho for somebody. Them pants are really highlighted for me, because even if you think that it's simple, it's something about your jewelry, it's something about the way you do your hair, it's something about the way you cut your hair. You put it together really nicely. Very beautiful energy. You give the people around you hope. Inspiration is a great word. You inspire them. And that's probably like the most consistent compliment in all of the areas that I mentioned. The main thing is, oh, I'm inspired. Oh, she inspires me to do better. They inspire me to look better. They inspire me to laugh. It's like you just inspire these. Oh, I've gone through hard times. They inspire me to not dwell on it. Very beautiful energy. Okay, so I'm gonna get into some oracles real quick. Practice gratitude. Interestingly enough, pal number one, there's this energy of like you probably recently, and maybe not even intentionally, you recently may have taught someone to practice gratitude. Maybe you said something, or maybe you're the type to practice gratitude. Again, you just kind of roll with the punches and you don't let things bother you. So that may be a compliment that someone is saying. Also, possibly you're super adventurous. That can be something that's coming up too. And not even just adventurous, but you're just willing to try things that I think other people are normally afraid of doing. Again, with entrepreneurship, or just being brave, or just going out on a limb. And you're just like, whatever. Whatever happens, happens, and everything will be all right, and things will work out. But I think you recently taught someone that unintentionally, and they are really appreciative of that from you. So clarity, any other compliments for my pal number 1? Any other compliments for pal number 1? Spirit guys, what compliments you got for pal number 1? Okay. Good message. Yes. Some of you may be heavy into spirituality or your religion. You don't have to be, but the reason why I mentioned it is because there's very Holy Trinity, Mary kind of vibes coming from this, like that kind of things coming up, where it's just like there's this meditation energy, this clarity energy, this religious energy, and in a positive way, where you kind of have a strong faith. If you don't, that's fine. It's just something that I'm feeling is coming up. But you live in your truth is what I heard when truth came out, right? You may live in your truth. And even if you think that you have flaws, or maybe you hide parts of yourself, or maybe you feel like, oh, this is a mask, or really I feel anxious or sad inside. Like, even if you feel something negative, pile number 1, your impact on people is honest and true, and you mean it. And regardless of how you may feel on the inside, you uplift other people around you by being yourself. You liberate them. Woo! That's the word. You liberate them, my love. Okay, you give them clarity. You give them hope. Spirit is saying that you give them clarity. You give yourself clarity. You are clear. Okay. For somebody very specific. This is very specific. If you feel like you think you're all over the place, or you don't know what you're doing, or you feel like a little lost, or maybe you feel like you need to significantly change how and who you are, no. Okay. It's almost like see yourself clearer. Find these better examples of who you are, because you're not by any means do you need to really do significant change. But again, I do think you provide clarity, and I do think you're very intelligent. Okay? And empowerment. Yeah. And that just kind of seals the message. Be empowered in who you are. Group number 1. You have beautiful energy, and it's infectious. Okay, my love. I hope that resonated for you. If it did, please let me know in the comments. Hope you are doing well. Love you. Have a good day. Bye. Hey, group 2. Welcome to your reading. So let's go ahead and get into these compliments. So I'm going to start with your tarot cards first. And we have Temperance. Okay. 8 of Swords. And the 2 of Pentacles. Immediately, I hear the word harmony. So you may bring a lot of peace and harmony to people's lives. Just an aside, I feel like it's almost like because you're always keeping everything running in your life, you may be a really hard worker, or just very dedicated and determined to have things go well, either for yourself and even for others. So for some of you, I'm getting a heavy single mom vibe, or just a very active, involved mom. Maybe you are a multitasker in some sort of way, like you have multiple jobs. You're super reliable. That's one of the main compliments people give you, is that you keep everything going for them. You keep everything running. You keep everything peaceful. There's also a diplomatic energy here, where you may often be the person people call to, what's that word people use? Like settle a bet, or settle an argument or discussion. Like you may be the one that comes in and is like, what's going on? No, this is what we're going to do, or this is how we're going to fix it. Like you may always have the solution, or even for some of you, a listening ear. I get this restraint and this patience from you. People probably compliment a lot that you are very patient, or they appreciate your patience with them, or you have a lot of restraint. I don't think you respond with a lot of emotion. Pile number 2. I think even if you feel emotional on the inside, I think how you respond to others or how you handle situations is more thought out, or maybe you're just always considering like, okay, let's weigh my options, or let's weigh these person's options to see if that's going to work out best for them overall. So people almost feel comfortable coming to you, and they appreciate that about you because, hey, I can come to pile number 2 and it's going to work out. They're going to calm me down. They're going to listen to my problem. Even if they can't necessarily solve it, they're going to give me some level-headed solutions, or they're just going to sit and listen and be my, be a good friend or be a kind hand, things of that nature. Even if you are going through your own anxieties or worries or fears, I get the sense that people compliment the fact that you don't look like it. You don't behave that way. You don't, it almost feels like you don't carry yourself with a woe is me energy. It's almost like, get it done. It is what it is. This is my situation. Whatever. I'm going to make sure it gets done. Maybe you've even turned a bad situation into a good one. And so people are complimenting that as well. Like, she has all of this going on. He, she has all of this going on, and they've went from rags to riches, or they've, went from bad to better, whatever the case may be. Also, there's something about gender here. Some of you could be, like, consider yourself gender fluid or perhaps androgynous. Maybe you can be LGBTQ, something of that nature. And I know that seems random, but something about that is important as far as how people compliment you. It could be in the way that you carry yourself. It could, because there's like an angelicness to it. And I'm kind of getting real spiritual right here. So just sit with me. There's something about how you carry yourself that almost seems ethereal, and it plays into your gender somehow. So again, I don't know if it's how you dress. I don't know if it's the fact that maybe multiple people are attracted to you physically. Like they have this attraction to you no matter what the gender. But there's something about that plays into a part. I feel like you're someone that who a lot of people are attracted to, even if they don't consider you their type or even their gender, like, their preference as far as gender goes. It doesn't matter. They're just like, I like them. I like their energy, and I would like to get to know them. So there's somebody probably crushing on you, boo. Again, definitely angelic energy. I don't know if anyone's ever called you an angel or said you're an angel, you're a sweetheart, or you're a blessing. You may get that compliment or a lot, and if they don't say it to you, they definitely say it. I did say this is behind your back, right? I'm silly. Well, yeah, they saying that. For somebody specific, and I don't want you to think too hard about this. I want you use your own intuition. But for somebody specific, there's a parent or someone who doesn't often compliment you, but they think the best of you. They really do. Like around you, they probably won't ever give you a compliment. Like, it's probably just pretty professional and pretty like basic interactions. But when they get around like other family members or like their coworkers, they're like rolling out the pictures and doing the most. They adore you. I just need to mention that. And I don't know if I said this already, but you respond well to adversity. For somebody very specific, there's someone who compliments you on that because maybe you either were with them through a time where they were not their best self, or like even when you guys were into an issue or like there was a problem on the table, like you handled it with grace. And so they felt comfortable with whatever decision or whatever conversation you guys had because you didn't have this angry or emotional response. You were kind of like, okay, I hear what you're saying, but this is what it is. Like, you made them feel safe. I think you make a lot of people feel safe, and they compliment you on that a lot. Okay. And I have 2 oracle cards here. First quarter moon in Sagittarius, first quarter moon in Aquarius. Believe in your good luck and trust the universe. Again, heavy. I don't know if I mentioned signs yet, but you could be a Sagittarius. Heavy on a Sagittarius. Could be an Aquarius. Don't have to be. I do get water sign energy from this pile. Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Again, doesn't have to be. With these 2 cards, I get that you may have a really good grip on a situation. And so people may be complimenting what you're doing, or how your luck has changed around, or how you're really putting in the effort with XYZ and now it's starting to, bear fruits. Like, there's a compliment on what you're doing with yourself now. Maybe how you're even flowing, that your luck has changed, that you have a lot of good luck. You may not even feel that way, but if something recently has changed for you dramatically, people are complimenting that. Okay? So clarity. Let's see what compliment Spirit got for you. Let's see what I can get for you. Compliments do you have for group number 2, Spirit guys? Make the message abundantly clear. What compliments do you have for group 2? Anything else? What compliments do you have for Group 2 Spirit? Make it abundantly clear for me. Okay. Yeah, for sure. Happiness, home, and family. Side note, Keep It All Running. The song may be called Running by Kehlani. That song just keeps playing. It's been playing in my head this whole time. So that may be your anthem. Listen to the song, see if it motivates you, but that may be your song. The compliment that Spirit wants to give you is that you are the heart of your home. You are the glue or the whatever, the mortar to the brick when it comes to your family. You bring a lot of peace and happiness to those around you. And not just happiness though, right? Not just happiness, not just joy that you bring them, but almost a sense of like, as long as I have this person around, and not in a taking advantage of you kind of way, but people like you, as long as people have you around, things are going to be fine. You're a great mom, you're a great dad, you're an excellent person as far as anybody that you care about and that you take care of and that you consider your tribe. And you are an excellent addition to that. So Spirit wants to give you that compliment. And also aside, something wonderful is about to happen for you, Group number 2. If you stay to the end, listen to this blessing. You are about to get something wonderful. For some of you, it may be a child. So that child maybe end up being your world, or you may end up being that child's world, which brings happiness to you. For some of you, I just heard a pet. But yes, something is about to change in your life. Both of these cards indicate that. So good luck. I'd love to see it. Let me know what that is in the comments. Thank you so much for watching this reading. Group number 2, you are appreciated. You are loved. And I hope you are having an amazing day. Bye. Hey, group number 3, welcome to your read. So let's get into these compliments. Let's see. I'm going to start with your tarot cards, and then we're going to get into some oracles later. So the first card out is the 10 of Cups, the Judgment card, the King of Cups. And you did get 2 more. I'm only going to really pay attention to these top 3, but you did get the 3 of Cups in reverse and the 6 of Swords, which these play in kind of differently. So right off the bat, it's a strange energy because group number 3, you may be a loner, but also at the same time be such a valuable person in your community. This can be in a physical sense where you actually volunteer and maybe you're really active at your church or whatever the case may be. For others of you, it's content creation. Maybe you do videos, or maybe you have a business, or you do something where you bring people together and you try to help them. So for some of you, I am getting strong, valuable community leader out of some of you, or just some sort of presence in people's lives that is literally life-changing. There are other pals that talk about little details on how you help people, but with you, I do think that it's almost as if your mission or your purpose is to help other people. But I also think you spend a lot of time alone. So it's almost like you have this compliment. It's like a compliment, but it also a sadness a little attached, where it's we love this person because they bring us so much value. We appreciate this person because they are always there for the community. They're trustworthy. Maybe even for some of you, and this is a side, your wife or your immediate close family just talk about you all the time with the highest regard, because they really do think that you make their life complete. They make you make your life their life complete. If it's not those people, it's whatever community that you play a part in. You are for some of you, group number 2, another compliment people give you is that you are super spiritual. It's almost as if you have self-actualized, or maybe self-accepted. You know what I mean? You've accepted yourself to a point beyond comprehension. I almost think that people are just in awe by your spiritual journey. This may be my spiritual or religious pal, because I think that some of you are considered spiritual leaders. If not, if you don't consider yourself a super spiritual person, it could just be that you create your own happiness. For some of you, you may just be the type of person that relies on self, and people admire that. You don't look outside of yourself anymore, or maybe at all, for validation. It's almost like there's a peace and a sense of I accept myself. And that kind of makes other people want to accept themselves as well. You definitely are very wise, group number 3. So that's a compliment people give you a lot. It's like after they come talking to you, it's almost like they talking to like a trusted grandparent. Like you gave them like the best advice that they could possibly get about a situation. You could be very wise and be very emotionally intelligent, very supportive of other people as well. It almost, for some of you, I keep picturing like someone who always shows up. There's a reliability to you, group number 3, where you show up and it's like they know that, like, I feel like other pals have said this, but I almost feel like you show up and you not only just help out, there's a severe appreciation from like your family and friends for the type of person that you are, especially when they're able to get into your space. Because I'm gonna keep it real with you, with this 3 of Cups in reverse, I think there's some people that you have cut off, because I think in your journey to self-actualize and maybe spiritually ascend, if you're into spirituality, and to like change and grow, there's some people you had to let go because either they weren't healthy for you, or you just didn't see them going down the same path. And there's severe regret for them no longer being in your life. This can be friends, but this is also gonna be like siblings or something that maybe you have cut off, or people that you were once really, really close with. I would even beg to say that it might be some exes in there that may regret no longer being in your life. But there's some regret for being cut out of your life specifically. And I know we're talking about compliments, so I'm not trying to get too much into like drama, but that's a part of it, because they're just talking about you so much, because they're like, dang, man, this person used to do this for me, and they used to do that for me, and man, I just miss when I was in their part of their life. They're doing these great things. They're this type of person and that type of person, and I just wish I could be close to them again. That sort of thing. So that's kind of give you insight on where the compliments are coming from. You take charge of your own life and your own happiness very often, which is probably where this cutting people off, maybe you detoxify. For some of you, it's health. Like at one point you may have had bad health, or maybe you didn't like your body or your weight or something like that, and you completely did a 360. So by changing your lifestyle, or stopping and starting certain habits, and it's kind of taking a life of its own. So people compliment that. Oh wow, they really did a 360. Oh wow, look at their health is so much better. They healed this. They went to this, I don't know, a therapist, and now they're this type of person. Like, they really compliment that. Again, also I want to touch on that as well. Mental health is a big deal for you, and I think you may be very good at that. Maybe you're some sort of therapist or something like that. People compliment how like mentally stable you are, I guess is the best word. Is this like your mental stability is like unmatched, and your ability to help other people kind of realize their own, or at least address their own, is the main compliment. Also, people think you cute. I'm not gonna lie to you, I get a lot of cute vibes. I think a lot of people are physically attracted, and like I keep picturing these little pretty little fairy like features, or like, I guess I'm trying to think of a cute little man. I don't know, because I don't want to say that out like everybody looks like a fairy, but like it very cute features. There's a sweetness to your face and your physicality, like the way you hold yourself. Easy on the eyes, but in a sweet way, almost. There's another pal that's kind of like hot, cha-cha-cha, sexy, attractive. You're more so cute and sweet, and your little features, and your little eyes, like that sort of thing. So you may get that compliment a lot, that you're cute, or I don't know, like there's something specific. I keep getting eyes. I know his eyes are closed, but I keep getting eyes. It's something about how, like, your color of your eyes, or the way your eyes are shaped or positioned on your face. Very pretty, very cute. Another compliment people give you, group number 3, is that you've overcome a lot of drama. You don't keep a lot of drama in your life. You don't keep a lot of foolishness in your life. And I think that is the biggest compliment people give you of all. So the oracle cards that I pulled for you guys is New Moon in Virgo. Trust that all will be well. And then we have New Moon in Gemini. Think it through. And Full Moon in Taurus. Detoxify. And all of those kind of mirror what we've been saying the whole time. Just an aside, you could be a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Potential earth sign energy here twice with Virgo and Taurus, and then we have Gemini. So that could be somewhere in your sun, moon, or rising. Does not have to be, but that's the energy that I'm picking up overall. I almost want to call you fearless, group number 3. I almost want to say that a compliment that you get often is that you are fearless, but I don't think that it's said that way. I think it's said in a way where it's like, this person does not mind doing whatever they need to do to reach a goal, to create peace, cut out drama, cut out health issues. Like, it's almost like there's a fearlessness to you, but it's calm. It's not go get her, cut everybody off, do what you got to do. Like, it's more like, oh, okay, this isn't working for me anymore. I'm just gonna not do that anymore. Oh, you know what? I like this, and I'm just gonna follow my heart. Like, there's a sweetness and a kindness to you, a relaxedness, but it's fearless though. And because I think other people would be afraid, they'd be too complacent to make those changes, but you don't mind because you know that it's what's best for you. It's what's best for your community. It's what's best for the world. It's what's best for your spirit, whatever the case may be. Okay, so let's get into it. I'm gonna get some compliments from spirit specifically. See what they have to say. What compliments do you have? Oh, aside, something you wear in your hair or on your head. If you're a hat guy or a girl that likes to, like, I don't know, you may wear certain ponytail holders or a certain type of clips, or maybe you put flowers. Maybe you even have, very random. One of you may have a profile picture with flowers, like a flower headband or like flower background. That may be relevant as well. Doesn't have to be, but there's something about how you adorn your face or your head. Earrings, I don't know, nose rings, stuff like that. Okay, so clarity. What messages do you have for group number 3, Spirit? What compliments do you have for my group number 3? Compliments do you have for them, Spirit guys? Make it abundantly clear. Ooh, a lot, y'all. A lot. Let's get into it. First one out, freedom. Yay. The compliment that I'm immediately hearing from this card is, we are proud of you for escaping. As in, like, whatever adversity, whoever you used to be, whatever mental trap you may have had yourself in, we are proud of you for freeing yourself from this. Okay? You are a fantastic friend. You have great relationships around you. And then this could be related as well, especially if you were surrounded by people who before didn't value you. It's almost like now you know your value and your worth, and you are only giving that particular energy to the right relationships. Love that for you. Okay? They're complimenting your passion. This is very specific because, yes, this could be like fiery passion, but I also think that this is conviction. Ooh, that's a good word. Your conviction. Your willingness to like not waver from your goal or from yourself. If, like I said, if some of you have really made some changes or made some decisions in your life and you have not like moved from those decisions, especially the healthy ones, right? You just were like, you know what? No, I'm gonna do what I said I was gonna do, and that's it. And they really appreciate that about you, and they want to compliment you on that. And in your financial health, good job for keeping things in order. Good job for there's multiple messages. One, building a legacy. For some of you, it's getting deep. For some of you, you are breaking generational curses when it comes to your finances. This also can be spiritual, emotional, mental. Back to that mental health piece as well. You're breaking those curses. And I know we said financial health, but when we look at this tree, we think of the tree of life, right? And so the tree of life is like, think of it as your family tree as well. So you're creating new branches that were never there any before. And yes, for some of you, it is financial. You're in a better financial position, or at least you're striving towards that. You're creating legacy. But I also think that for some of you, you're changing the way your family does things and have been doing things for probably centuries. Big stuff. And they appreciate your passion in staying dedicated to that. Okay, group number 3, I hope this resonated for you. Thank you so much for watching this video. If it did resonate, please go ahead and comment below to let your girl know I love you. I love this energy, and I hope you're having an amazing day. Bye.